Hello, this is another video from the Angry Crazy Photography here. I've got a two-part series of 20 tips. I'm going to split them into 10 tips each about how I can guarantee you that you can improve your photography skills 200% at the minimum. Not 100, but 200% at the minimum in 1 to 2 months, depending on how much time you throw at it. You know, obviously we have wife and kids and all that other stuff. Well, you do, I don't, but you improve your photography skills 200% at the minimum if you actually follow these 20 tips. This is series 1. I absolutely guarantee it, or I will eat your dirty underwear, okay? Now, in no particular order, I will try to curse as little as possible. Some of these things make me upset personally, but whatever, it's not important. Number 1, get your damn flash off your camera, okay? Now, you see everywhere news photographers, you know, someone's going to the jail, and you see all the professionals with their huge lenses, and they've always got a flash on the top of their camera. Everybody sees that and think, well, you know, that's great, you know, got all these pros. Okay. That is photojournalism. That is about getting an accurate, sharp shot. It's not necessarily compositional value. Get your damn flash off your camera. Like this shot, for instance. I think this is taken like 1/20th of a second. We have a slave flash sitting up underneath the dashboard, is being triggered remotely in a commander mode on the pop-up flash on the camera, and then it is firing. Beautiful. Make tons of stuff like this or in this genre, okay? Get your flash off your camera. 2 different important ways, and I'm not just talking about in studio. What does he mean, studio strobes? No. I'm talking about on location. Either off your SC29 cable at an angle, or totally wireless slave flashes, okay? You gotta get your flash off your camera. It's just all there is to it. See how he's holding this this speed light, using his cable? He's illuminating the subject. Yes. You discover all the fine things that occur when you get your flash off your camera. You'll discover textures and depth and contrast and color saturation. I can take a beautiful subject and I can make it look like crap if I got bad light. I can take the most ugly subject in the world, say like a dirty crap hole in the ground, and I make it look beautiful if I've got the right lighting and the right composition. It's all about lighting. Gotta get your flash off your camera. Okay? Okay, please God do that. Okay, really important. Number 2. Once a week, you need to experiment all day long if you can go out in a photo shoot where you don't have your camera in pussy mode, program mode, or in automatic. Get it off. At the very least, get it in aperture priority. But what we're going to do is manual only. Manual for manly, masculine, mature. I don't care if you fuck up 30-40% of your shots, you are going to learn to manipulate light, baby, okay? Manual mode. Every 3rd day you go out and shoot, if you're shooting every day, manual mode only. I don't care if your photos look like shit and you got to shoot the same shot 5 different times because you keep fucking it up. It will improve your skills, boom, like that, okay? Everybody starts riding a bike. I used to do a bunch of professional riding back when I was basically anorexic, alright? And you see these guys are zipping past me going like 35 miles. Meow, meow. It's like, holy shit, how are they doing that? You know, I'm riding for shit. You know, I was riding every day. I was cranking it out. You know, after about 1.5 years, I was passing cars up on the road that were going 35 miles an hour. I shit you know. Of course, I could only do that in a sprint. But gotta throw your camera in manual mode. No ifs, ands, or buts. Okay, point number 3. Need to take to heart. Need to learn to compose perfect photos at f2 or less, whatever what lens you've got. You know, 1.4, 1.8, f2, f2.8. You need to start composing perfect photos at f2.8 or less. You need to start mastering that and see what it means. The boring shots, we have here on the right. The boring shots where everything's in focus. We got all this great shit in the background. It's in focus. Okay, what is he talking about? A woman in the scenery? Okay, no. Over here, everything's blurred. This is our subject. Our eye is drawn over here. Over here, okay, that's in focus, that's in focus, that's in focus. Oh yeah, there's a pretty girl in it. Learn to master your aperture. You need to start throwing stuff, especially if you got a primary subject, throwing it shallow depth of field. Please learn that. Okay? You can take boring shit like this. Think, oh god, look, there's a picture of grandma's mailbox and everything is in focus. Oh, over here, that's kind of cool. You know, I can't really see what's in the background there. F22, F2.8. But this is fascinating. You can see the textures, I can see the shallow depth of field. My eye is sucked into this picture. Point number 3. Okay? Please. You need to learn how to do that. 4. This is kind of the one that pisses me off and makes me piss blood. Spit blood, actually. You are missing out on 60% of the awesome pictures out there because you are doing what every other lazy douchebag is doing, taking pictures of everything like a shit. Bam, 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 there's that. Look down. Get down on the bugs angle. I mean, you have to start shooting bugs, for God's sakes. 95% of the world is missing about 80% of the beautiful pictures. Okay? Get yourself a decent macro lens. Now, minimum macro recommendation. I've been recommending the 60mm macro Nikkor, but that's because it's a quad-purpose lens. Minimum focal distance for a nice macro lens is 100mm, okay? Nothing less than 100. Recommend, unquestionably, the Takina 100mm f2.8. It's incredible. It's also a great portrait lens. You're missing out on most of the world. The shit that amazes people. I can take the most mundane bullshit in the house and take macro shots of it. I've taken pictures of hard drives opened up that I've taken apart close up with macro. People are like, oh my god, that picture's so fucking cool. I want that for a magazine. I want to buy it. Macro photography, you are missing it. It doesn't have to be bugs and flowers and insects. It's just the mundane shit in life. Textures, bricks, all the crap that everybody passes over because they're always focused out there. Oh, look, there's a pretty picture, you know, of the landscape, and here's a pretty picture of a pony. How about a picture of this fence post right up here with some fungus growing on it? I'm going to slip on my macro lens. Holy shit! What a beautiful shot! Everybody's seen a picture of the old fucking horse out there in the fucking field. But here's a picture on the fence post surrounding the horse of some freaky fungus. I'm going to slip on my macro lens. Boom! Wow, I've never seen that before. That's fucking beautiful. Award-winning shot. Gorgeous. Awesome. You're missing the shots. You're missing it. Get an awesome macro lens. And you want to talk about macro portraiture? People love this stuff. They love it. Now don't start doing macro genital shots unless that's what you're into, but macro portraiture, eyeballs, skin, wrinkled knuckles of some old worker that's got dirt on it. People love that stuff. Nobody's taking that shot. They're just not doing it. It's all about intimacy. People love intimacy. And I don't just mean when they're screwing in the bed. I'm talking about visual intimacy. Oh my god, look at that. You know, you just never see that. Get a good macro lens and start taking pictures of what 85% of the world is not taking pictures of. It's actually more than that. Oy. Learn how to experiment and how to get important off-camera flash angles. You need to start experimenting with that. The freaky angles, and this goes back to point number 1, but you need to start experimenting with off-camera flash angles. Now, strobes fit into that, but we're talking about off-camera speed lights, on location, whatnot, otherwise. Okay, you can't get this sort of shit with your flash sitting on the top of your camera, ready to pounce on something. Remember, angle of incidence equals angle of reflection. Boom, light goes out, boom, light comes back into the... Boring. Wake me up when a good photograph turns up. Okay, Get your camera, your flash off your camera. You need to experiment. See the textures, the depth, the contrast. What I don't see is as interesting as what I do see. Okay? Now look at this. Both of these are the same subject. Why is the picture on the left so interesting and the picture on the right so fucking boring? Flash angle, bitch! Flash on top of the camera. Flash over here off the camera. Fascinating. Hold it up here, camera here, way up here. Boom! Detail, depth. Yeah! Over here. That's boring. It looks like somebody took it with their point and shoot. Wow, I like this, man. This says a lot. It's like, grabs you. People love that shit. People love it because they don't see it. Remember what makes a professional? A master of composition and an expert at light manipulation. There ain't much light manipulation when that flash is glued to the top of your camera, bitch. Get it off. Get it off your camera. Point number 6. The Greeks call this, we don't have a term in English, the Greeks call this apophaticism. Via negativa. Alright? Negative dialectics. Specifically, it's a philosophical, it's a whole philosophical thing where you actually deduce something by what it is not, you know, like, how do you find a needle in a haystack? Well, you don't find a needle in a haystack by digging through the haystack. You find the quickest needle in the haystack. Now, this is ancient Greek philosophical methodology, but it also applies to positing something through negation. And this applies to photography as well. Quickest way to find a needle in a haystack is, you know, a needle's made out of metal, or it's out of bone, doesn't matter which. Hay burns, you throw a match on the whole thing, poof, it's all gone in a second, boom, there's the needle. I found it just like that. Okay? Quick, easy. Not everything in your photograph has to be, oh, it's not all illuminated. You know, I gotta put 3 flashes and it's all gotta be nice and flat. And, you know, everything now is about HDR and HDR is it. And, you know, I've gotta have a high dynamic range in every photograph. No, you don't. You see how most of this picture is black? I have this harsh lighting. This is fascinating. This is what old girl with the money wants to pay for to hang on her wall of her husband and her child, for example. You know, she also wants a nice pretty face on picture. This is inspiring. Your mind funnels into this. It tries to fill in the rest of the picture. It sucks you in like a black hole. Mentally, visually, intriguing, lovely. Learn what negative space is and why it's important. It's not there. I can learn as much and be interested in something by what's not there as what it is. Stop trying to illuminate everything in a shot. This draws the viewer into the picture rather than around it. Like you've taken light and you've just taken it like butter. That's illuminated. Everything's just illuminated. Ah! Stop making boring shit. Look how much of this picture is unilluminated. Do you see where I'm coming from? Beautiful, definition, detail, intriguing, drawing, enhancing, enchanting, excuse me. Phew. Look, there's not much illuminated in this. Beautiful, exquisite, divine, sublime, out of time, worthy of framing, enticing, emotional. This is the shit people want. Because this is what separates an asshole with an expensive camera from someone who's a master of composition and light manipulation. Okay? Got it? Ooh. Emotional. Beautiful. Exquisite. You need to learn this technique. This is tip number 6. Not much illuminated there. I want to know what's there, but I want my mind to do it for me. I can see half of it, I can paint the rest, but I'm being drawn in to paint the rest of it. It's enticing, enchanting, Divine, sublime. I love it. It's beautiful. We don't have an English phrase for it, but the Greeks call it apophatism. Apophasis. Point number 7. Go crazy with wide angles, under close, far. Learn what intimacy is. Get very close on your portrait. Eyes only. Skin pores. Either go crazy close or go crazy wide. Important lens to have is a fisheye. You could do so much with a fisheye. Now, it's easy to fuck up pictures with a fisheye, but it's also, if you got a little bit of skills and a little bit of training with it, you can make fisheyes scream. It's like a flute. If you don't know how to play a flute, you can crank out some nasty shit. A fisheye is the same way. If you know how to play it, you can play that flute and people will be enchanted by it. Same way with a fisheye. Get a fisheye if you can. 10.5mm Nikkor fisheye. Work on FX or DX. Work obviously in FX and APS-C crop sensor mode. Get a fisheye. Find the freaky angles. Lay on your fucking back with the fisheye and take some freaky shots that will make people go, ooh, awesome! Gorgeous, beautiful, enchanting, funnel effect, draws you in, gorgeous, beautiful. The only thing that would have made this picture any better if it had a polarizer on it, but of course you can't throw a polarizer on a fisheye. You can, but it's tough. So, that was point number 7. Point number 8. Stop making potpourri photos. What do I mean by potpourri? Pictures any prick, any asshole can make with his point and shit. Anything and everything. Boom! Look, there you are. Hey, I'm in a bar. I'm gonna fucking throw everything into focus. In a bar, throw it into F2 or F1.4 and just like focus in on a beer. Let your mind make up the rest of the picture. You know, I'm guessing this is a bar. This is intriguing. I can see the frost on the glass of the beer glass in this person's beautiful, this woman's beautiful hand. I wonder what's going on. I'm being sucked into the picture to paint the rest of the picture. Everything here is being painted. Oh, look. Everything's evenly illuminated. Oh, it's a gorgeous photograph, but... oh, my God. Wake me up when the interesting shit comes along. You know, any asshole will point and shoot can do that. This is also a reason why hustler pictures, no, I don't look at porn, you know, naked hustler pictures where someone's got her legs spread wide open, you can see the inside of her crotch, not interesting. Same beautiful woman wearing lingerie, okay? Less is more. Make it interesting. Stop taking the boring shit. Stop taking the boring shit. Stop trying to get everything into focus. Whew. Hate those potpourri pictures. Look, look, boom, there, look there, boom, boom, boom. Stop looking for pretty pictures. Oh, that's pretty, that's not pretty. I'm not going to take a picture of it. Start getting gritty. Start getting dirty. Homeless people. Sad photos. Or at least change them to make them interesting. Boring. Cool, interesting, fascinating. Who's going to take a picture? Well, I'm not going to take a picture of that. That's sad. These are the pictures that win awards. These are the ones you keep passing. Oh, well, that's sad. I'm not going to take a picture of that. It's reality, man. You're supposed to be taking pictures of reality. Oh, reality is a pretty sunflower and a cute little fuzzy bunny rabbit or my cat pawing it. Oh, my God. Everybody's got a picture of that. Start taking pictures of reality. This is the shit that wins awards. This is the shit that newspapers pay money for. I'm not saying you exploit anybody. I'm saying you picture reality and you grab it. Okay? Reality is reality. The world is a fucking Greek tragedy. Take a fucking picture of it. I want to take pictures of the pretty shit because that depressing stuff doesn't excite me. I don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Capture reality, please. That was point 9. Point 10. 100% of landscapes look better just before the crack of dawn or just before sunset. Daylight is the Antichrist, is the devil of good outdoor scenery shots. Get up early or go out late. Okay? Light can make beautiful shit look awful, or it can make shit look wonderful. Okay? I can make the nastiest infected New Jersey beach look beautiful if I get it at the right point in time at the sunrise or sunset. Okay? It's all about the light. It's the light. That heavy This is also why you gotta get your flash off your camera. Okay? This is just like getting your flash off your camera. Your camera's here and your flash is over here, baby. Okay? Why does this same exact place look awful and not make a pretty picture at 12 noon? Because the flash is sitting right up here, right above the camera, just like the flash on your camera. And the picture look like boring shit. But this is gorgeous, sublime. People want a poster of this shit. It's gorgeous. Look at the colors, the contrasts, the textures. Ah! It's beautiful! The same reason sunset shots are so beautiful is the same reason why getting your damn flash off your damn camera is so beautiful. Start experimenting with taking the sun, in this case your speed light, off your camera. That's why 100% of landscape shots are super awesome just before or as the sun's rising, or just as it's setting. So reason number 10 is the same reason for number 1. Get your light off your camera. Speed light sitting on top of your camera? Boring crap. Sun right above, overhead? You know, between like 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. Boring. Boring. Learn that. If you don't learn that, you're not going to get better. So that's the end of the first section of how to become a 200% better photographer in 1 or 2 months, depending on how much time you apply to it. This is guaranteed to work. Guaranteed to work. Okay? No ifs, ands, or fucking buts. Period. I don't even care if you're an advanced amateur photographer. If you do this and you apply these principles, this is the first set, the first 10, I got another 10 coming. If you apply these principles, you will become 200% better than what you are currently. Guaranteed. If you like this video, you can send me $1 or $2, or you can tell me go screw myself, whatever turns you on. I'm just happy to actually help people. So please don't accuse me of trying to milk you all for anything, alright? I actually like making these videos, and I like helping people. Believe it or not. It's true. Believe it, don't believe it, whatever, alright? So, series number 2's coming right up as soon as I make it. So remember those 10 points, okay, please? Point 1, get your flash off your camera. 2, go manual. 3, learn to compose perfect photographs that f2 or less. Number 4, get a macro lens. Learn to take a picture of what 85% of the world is missing. Learn what negative space is and how to use it. Not everything has to be lit. That shit's boring. It doesn't suck you in like the other pictures do. Point 7, go crazy with angles. Intimacy. Either go wide or go close. Stop stepping away 10 feet and taking a picture. Get right up on the shit. Or fucking throw a fisheye on it and get it all. But learn how to compose it properly. Because you gotta learn how to use a fisheye. There's a trick to using it. It's not a hard trick. Okay, stop making potpourri boring. Oh, look, there's a picture. Boom. Yeah, there's a picture over there. That's kind of pretty. You know, boom. Oh. Stop looking for gritty pictures. Pretty pictures. Stop looking for pretty and start looking for gritty. Okay? Real life sucks. Most of it does. Start taking pictures of the gritty and the shitty. And stop taking so damn many pictures of the pretty. Start looking for gritty and shitty and stop focusing every time on the pretty. So now you got 3 things to take pictures of. The pretty, the gritty, and the shitty. Right? Right. 100% of landscapes look better sunrise, sunset, for the same reason your flash shots look better with your flash off your damn camera. Ah! Get it, got it, good. This is guaranteed to work. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'll eat your dirty underwear if it doesn't work. But don't tell me it didn't work, because if it didn't work, you didn't do it. And of that, I guarantee you. Alright? Alright.